let's do this topic. So, our previous video, that what would be the law of sines, and this time we are answering the law of cosines. So if you don't know about the law of sines, go ahead, you click the video. I will just put the link on the description below with regards to the law of sines. This time we will be answering the law of cosines. So once again, we can only answer the law of cosines in the following situations. Number one, given two sides and the included angle. So once again, the included angle there is in between the two sides. So we have given side B 12 and A is 8. And the included angle is in between these two sides. So we can use, or we can apply the law of cosines. As well as if there are three given sides. So once again, let me repeat it back. We can apply the law of cosines if two sides are given and the included angle, or three sides are given. So we can apply the law of cosines. And do not forget that the law of sine and the law of cosines, we can only apply this one if the triangle is oblique triangle. So what do you mean by oblique? So an oblique triangle, it means that the triangle does not contain 90 degrees angle. Okay, do not forget about it. An oblique triangle, a triangle does not contain 90 degrees angle. Alright, so these are the formula for the law of sine. So we have a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc multiplied by cosine A. So do not forget, these letters, capital letters, those are angles. So we have cosine A, angle B, and angle C. And we have b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cosine B. And the last formula, c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine C. So do not forget, class, in a triangle, if this is the angle C, this is the given angle C, the opposite of this angle C is the small c. And the small c, it means the side. Okay, do not forget about this is the angle, the opposite is the opposite side, in which the opposite side, it should be a small letter. Capital C, angle, 80. Opposite is C, small side, or that's the side, C. So angle B, opposite of angle B is A, and the value of the side is 8. So do not forget about it. All capital letters, that would be angle, and all small letters, that would be the sides. So angle B, the opposite is B. So to check this one, do not forget, we don't have the value of angle A, we don't have the value of angle B, but we have the value of C. We have the small b, the side B and side A, but we don't have the side C. So the first thing that we need to do, you check the formula. Do we have A? This one, class, a squared is, you need to find A. Okay, you need to find side B. Since we already have A and B, okay, so we have A and we have B. Alright, so we have A and we have B. So therefore, we can use this one to find C. We need to find the side C. So we can use this one. Do we have A? Do we have A? Yes, we have A. Do we have B? Yes, we have B. We have A, we have B. And we have, do we have cosine C? The angle C? Yes, we have the angle C. So we only have one unknown. If it's only one unknown, therefore we can use this formula. Okay, let's use this formula. Alright, so to find C, side C. Alright, so we have, let's just substitute the value, class. This is C squared equals, our A is 8, so 8 squared plus B is 12 squared minus 2 times our A is 8 and our B is 12, then multiplied by cosine. Okay, do not forget, class, A and B, if it's, okay, do not forget, if the variables are near to each other, it means multiplication. Okay, multiplication, A times B. That's the same with 8 times 2. C is, we have 80 degrees. So use your calculator. So A squared, 8 squared, it means 8 times 8. So 8 times 8, that's 64. Plus 12 times 12, that's 144. So 12 times 12, you can use your calculator. 12 times 12, that's 144. Minus, so 2 times 8 times 12. You can actually write this one, class, in the calculator directly. So you can write this one. So let me just write that one. 2. Okay, let me use my calculator. 2 times 8 times 12 times cosine 80 degrees. Alright, close parenthesis. So I hope you're following me. So alright, equals. So we have 33.34045. So do not forget, class, if this is not yet the final answer, you need to have 4 decimal places in the given answer. So do not forget about this one, class. You need to have 4 decimal places. Most of the trigonometric books, they have 4 decimal places if that's not yet the final answer, so that your answer will be near to the exact answer. Okay, most of the answers in sine law and cosine law, class, are the approximate answer. So you need to have 4 decimal places. So 33.34045. So the next 4 is 5. So 33.3405. So we have 33.340. This is 045. So we need to have 4 decimal places. So this will be 33.3405. Alright, so even if we multiply that one individually, so let's try cosine 80 degrees, close parenthesis, alright, times 12, okay, equals, times 8, and times 2. So you will get the same answer, 33.34045. Okay, so next is we need to add this one. So c squared equals, add 64 and 144. 64 plus 144 equals 208 minus 33.3405. So 208 minus 33.3405 minus, okay, 208 minus 33.3405. So you will get 174.6595. So c squared equals 174.6595. So you're not yet done because it means c squared. So you need to extract square root both sides to get the value of c. So extract square root both sides. Alright, cancel this squared. So you need to extract square root both sides so that you can cancel this squared. So the square root of, okay, so the square root of 174, I hope you can see it. The square root of 174, okay, square root of 174.6595. So square root of 174.6595 is equal to 13 point. Now since this is our final answer, we can have round off to the nearest hundreds. 2 digits, class, 2 digits. So this is 215, so it will be 13.22. Okay, 215, it should be 13.22. Next for 1 is 5, so it would be 22. So C is equals to 13.22. Alright, so that's it. That's the value of C. So C is equals to, let me write it in black. C is equals to 13.22. Alright, so we have the value of C, 13.22. Next is we need to find the angle. You can choose either angle A or angle B. So to find angle A, so let me erase this one. We pause the video, class, on how to answer this one, letter C. Okay, you pause the video. So let's find A. So can we use this first equation, this A, the first formula? Do we have A to find this cosine A? Do we have A? Yes, we have A. Let's check this first equation if we can use to find this angle A. Do we have A? Yes, we have. Okay, let me write this equation. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC. Then we are told to find cosine A, this angle A. Okay, this angle A. Do we have A? Okay, at least we have one unknown. We can use the formula. Do we have side A? Yes, we have side A. Do we have side B? Yes. Side C? Yes, we just answered a while ago. 13.22. Yes. Do we have B? Yes, we have B. C? Yes. C, small side C. B and C? Yes, we have B and C. And we don't have cosine A. So if there's only one unknown, cosine A, we can use this formula. So substitute the value. So A is 8. So 8 squared equals B is 12. 12, do not forget the squared. You copy. Plus C is 13.22. 13.22. You put parenthesis class, squared. Minus, okay, minus 2 times B is 12. C is 13.22. Then multiplied by cosine A. Alright, so next is we need to simplify. 8 squared, that's 64. 12 squared is 144. Plus 13.22 squared. Let me just multiply that one. 13.22 times 13.22. Okay, 13.22 times 13.22. Do not forget, class, if it's squared, it means you multiply the number by itself twice. So 13.22 times 13.22. So you have 174.7684. Alright, so minus, you multiply this one, 2 times 12 times 13.22. So we have 2 times 12 times 13.22 equals, so you click, if your answer of your calculator, class, is this fraction, 7,932 over 25, you just click SD. This one, above the delete. Okay, this above this delete. It means SD, it means standard and decimal. Standard and decimal. You click this one, and your answer will be decimal. 317.28. 317.28. Then copy cosine A. Alright, so next is we need to combine this one. Combine. So copy 64 equals, so combine this one, class. Once again, we cannot subtract. Okay, do not forget about this one, class. We cannot subtract this one. The answer for this one, we cannot subtract it here, because this number here has a cosine A. Okay, 317.28 cosine A. You multiply it. The answer for this one, multiply it by cosine A. You have 300.1728 cosine A. So you cannot. The answer for this one, you cannot subtract it directly to this side. Okay, let me just answer this one first. So 144 plus, okay, let me add this one. 144 plus 174.768. 74.7684. 144 plus 1 plus 174.7684 equals, so we have 318.7684. Okay, minus 317.28 cosine A. So do not forget about this one, class. Once again, let me repeat it back. You cannot subtract 318.7684 to 317.28. It's because, sir, why is that? Because this number here has a variable of cosine A. Okay, it's just not a number. As you can see, 317.28, there's a variable, it means cosine A. This one, we have a letters here, cosine A, and if you subtract it here, that would be that's impossible, class, because these are all numbers, but while this one has a variable of cosine A. So the thing that you will do so that you can find cosine A, so once again, do not subtract this one because there's a variable cosine A. So just simply transpose this 318 from right to left. Okay, transpose this one from right to left. So it will be 64 minus 318.7684. 0.7684 equals, okay, just copy this one. You transpose this one from right to left because we can combine this 318.7684 by 64 because these are all numbers. So once you transpose, you change the sign. Positive, it becomes negative. Okay, equals negative, copy this one, negative 317.28 cosine A. Alright, so next is we need to subtract this one. So we have 64 minus 318.7684. 64 minus 318.7684. And you have negative 254.7684. Okay. So negative 254.7684 equals negative 317.28 cosine A. Next, to get the value of this, okay, to remove this one so that the remaining will be cosine A. So the remaining will be cosine A. You need to divide both sides by negative 317.28. So divide both sides by negative 317.28. Negative 317.28. So you can cancel this out. So divide. So negative, okay, let me just, negative 254.7684, negative 254.7684 divided by negative 317.28. And your answer should be positive because negative divided by negative is positive. So 0.80297. The next 9 is 7, so it would be 10. So your answer will be 0.8030. Okay, let me just write it. Okay, let me erase this formula, class, on the top. Okay, pause the video for you to really understand this one. Let me erase the formula because we don't have enough space. So the answer is when you divide this one, when you divide negative 317.28 by itself, so that the remaining will be cosine A, divide this one and your answer is 0.80297 equals cosine A. So do not forget, it's already positive because negative times negative is positive. So you have this answer in your calculator. And we need to have 4 decimal places. So this is 7. You need to round it up. So if this is 7, this becomes 0.8030. This becomes 10. So you add 1 here, 30. Equals cosine A. So we're almost done. So to find this angle A, last equation, to find this angle A, divide both sides by cosine. Divide both sides by cosine. So divide both sides by cosine. So that's it. Divide both sides by cosine. Now, if you divide the calculator, the 0.8030, if you use the calculator, you divide this one by cosine, you will get math error. Let's try that. Okay, okay, let me just 8030. 0.8030 divided by cos, and you will get math error. Why is that? It's because when you divide, okay, when you divide a cosine without a number, okay, when you divide a cosine, a sine, a tangent without a number, the thing that we will do is we need to get the inverse of this one. What do you mean by that, sir? Okay, cosine divided by cosine, the thing that we will do, because if the cosine doesn't contain any number, the thing that we will do is we need to get the inverse. We put it on the top. Get the inverse. So the thing that it will be cosine inverse. It will be like this, class. You put it on the top and you will get the cosine inverse. So cosine inverse 0.8030 equals A. So cosine inverse 0.8030. So once again, you divide it by cosine. Now, so that you will not get math error, the thing that we will do is we need to get the inverse. So you put it on the top, and this will be the this is the same class, negative cosine raised to the power of -1. This is just the same with cosine on the bottom. You just need to get the inverse. Okay, so get the inverse. So to get that one class, it will be shift. Okay, shift then cosine. So shift cos, you will get cosine inverse, cos raised to the power of -1. Then you type 0.8030 close parenthesis equals, and there you go, you get the answer, 38.582. So we need to have 2 digits, hundreds, round up to the nearest hundreds. So our answer is 36.58. So 36.58, since we are told to find the angle, degrees equals A. So our answer for A is 36.58 degrees. Alright, so that's it, class. You find A. Last is we need to find B. So you pause the video for you to really understand the law of cosines on how to get angle A by using this equation. Okay, so you pause the video. Let me find the angle B. So let me erase this one. So to find angle B, alright, so let's find angle B. So to find angle B, do not forget, class, that in a triangle, the sum of these interior angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Do not forget about it. Any triangle, the sum of interior angles is equal to 180 degrees. Even if it's equilateral, right triangle, scalene, isosceles, the sum of these angles, interior angles, it should be equal to 180. So the thing that we will do, so that we can find angle B, we can say that if we add this one and then we subtract it to 180, because the sum of these three angles is equals to 180. So the thing that we will do is we need to add this one and then we subtract it to 180. So angle B is equal to 180 degrees minus the sum of angle A plus angle C. So angle B equals 180 degrees minus angle A is 36.58 degrees minus plus 80 degrees. So you add the two angles and then you subtract it to 180. So angle B is equal to 180 degrees minus, let me add this one, 36.58 plus 80. So we have a fraction. You click SD, class, this one. So we have 116.58. 116.58. So 116.58 degrees. So subtract and there you go. You get the angle B. So 180 minus 116.58. Okay. So you click SD, 63.42 degrees. 63.42 degrees. That's our angle B. Alright, so that's it, class. That's how you find, or that's how you solve the law of cosines. That's how you solve the law of cosines. So we have the angle A, angle B, and angle